It is a spring game edition of the Centris Federal Credit Union Doc's Diagnosis. He's Dr. Rob Zatechka. I'm Travis Justice. Don't forget, Centris Federal Credit Union celebrating its 90th anniversary this year. Mark your calendar for July 27th for the big Centris Music Festival taking place at Exarban Stinson Park. Our own Owen Justice will be on the stage at 6:30 that night. So, Dr. Rob, all eyes at the spring game were on Dylan Raiola. And
quarterbacks in general,
but Raiola, something special.
Yeah, that's pretty specific.
Pretty specific.
We got QB1. So, you picked out some plays here that are really good. The thing I want people to key on here on these touchdown passes, number one, he's getting the ball off on time. Step, 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 plants, throws. That's what you want to see from a quarterback is on-time throwing. The protection's there, but he's getting the ball out in time. And these are the key things. He telegraphs this one a little bit to Jalen Lloyd, but you know what? When you got that kind of speed and you're getting the ball out, you can do that. Now, this fourth play here, the one thing I kind of want to point out a little bit is the fact that if you look along the offensive line right here, good protection up front, but you've got this defensive end right here. He came up. He got the offensive tackle maybe a little bit too deep here. You want to maintain that inside position, and that right offensive tackle lost it on that one. It forces a scramble. If you really want to split hairs on this play, the defensive end's coming off. He's getting a sack on this one. That's fine. Sometimes the other guy gets paid. That's part of it. So right there's a sack, but he's still showing good mobility, good arm strength. He's able to pop that ball out of there, and that's the kind of thing you want to see. But the things that I really, really appreciated about seeing Dylan Raiola, and I saw this in the high school tape that I watched as well, his timing is very good. When you look at the prototypical NFL Hall of Fame kind of guys, your Dan Marino, your Troy Aikmans, if it's a three-step drop, it's 1, 2, 3, plant and throw. It's a 5-step drop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plant and throw. You're not seeing guys hold on to that ball. And if you're going to telegraph your throws a little bit, it's okay if you're getting the ball out with the correct timing, because the timing will take care of that on the back end of it as that ball's getting to the wide receiver, because the ball's going to be there before the defensive back realizes it and turns his head around to see the quarterback's eyes. So that's the kind of thing you want to see out of a very good quarterback. Those were signs to me that you've got somebody coming in who's been tutored very well at this position, has the mindset, has that football intuition, that football IQ to play the position, and he's got the athleticism to carry it out.
And now he's going to finish up school, then head to Kansas City to work with Patrick Mahomes. Not a bad guy to work for, right?
I could think of worse ways to do this. The thing I like about that is that you got a guy who is not a prototypical quarterback in Mahomes. When we've seen guys going to, okay, this offseason, I'm going to go work with this quarterback guru or this quarterback guru, it's guys who historically were coaches that were going to change your throwing motion. We're going to correct your throwing motion. No one has worse throwing motion, worse fundamental throwing techniques from a textbook standpoint than Patrick Mahomes. It's these on-the-run sidearms, and you're seeing that out of Raiola. The thing is, though, if you've got somebody for which that works, and it works for Mahomes, don't mess with it. That you send a guy to a quarterback guru over the summer, they come back in the fall and their throwing motion's trash for the first 3 games until they fall back into that whatever's natural for them. And so I like the fact he's doing this. Yeah, if you're going to go do that, go train with somebody that fits your own athleticism and your own style.
So if you want to know more about what Dr. Rob has to say about Dylan Raiola and all the quarterbacks, make sure to check out the Doc Talk podcast, which you can find right here on YouTube. See you later.